What's going on, everyone? It's Blandon here from Elite 4 TV. Today I want to share with you guys my regionals tournament. I went 4-1, tied for second place with Kazuto, one of my sparring partners. And the one match that I lost is to my other sparring partner, very good opponent, Xlure. Unfortunately, I didn't get all my footage. I have 3 of my last matches for you guys to see, and hopefully you guys can get something out of it. Some of the really cool lessons on Pro Pass, Gallade, and also Sableye. Sableye was actually, very important guy on my team today. So let's get into the team right now. So here's my team of 6. As you can see, we've got the staple, Metachamp, and we've got Azumarill running Hydro Pump Play Rough. Now, Azumarill was MVP because it basically was a very good closer, as well as a safe switch against Pro Pass, because if, worst case scenario, you had to switch out to Azumarill, drag out their Pro Pass, if you can shield bait with a Play Rough and you can shield a Thunderbolt, you can actually beat that Pro Pass. So that's a very important matchup that you need to learn, because there are so many Pro Pass that I saw in this regionals. And then lastly, Skarmory, of course, is the basic stuff. So Pro Pass, I ran Thunderbolt, Rock Slide. Now, I did consider Magnet Bomb for the mirror match, and then I saw that it was quite interesting when one of my sparring partner used Magnet Bomb. But in the end, I looked at the spreadsheets, I did my own sort of practice. The Thunderbolt made a lot more sense because it hits the Pro Pass harder, and then when you are just trying to close with it against a Skarmory or a Azumarill, it just does that little bit of extra damage. And then Gallade, I didn't play Gallade as much because my team, you can see that, is very weak against Skarmory. If you look at this, we've got Gallade, Sableye, Metachamp, they're all weak to Skarmory, and then Azumarill is kind of like a even matchup, and then Skarmory is an even matchup. So I saw a lot of Skarmory, and Sableye was probably one of my favorite Pokemon to use. Now, people say, oh, it doesn't do that much damage. Yep, it doesn't do that much damage, but what it does offer you is a backup plan. Like, I like to have a safe switch in my matches. So Azumarill and Sableye were my safe switch. With Shadow Sneak, you're able to take a Play Rough Hydro Pump Azumarill with 2 shields. And if you can play something bulky in the back with the switch advantage, with perfect coverage, then you have something going on. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get the first 2 matches. In my second match, I lost to my sparring partner, and I will show you his team anyway and sort of what happened there. And then I'm going to show you 3 matches afterwards. So first match, I'm up against Messiah, one of my sparring partners, and I was so nervous because I was losing to that Banette so much. So you can see with the Banette Whiscash, it's really a massive counter to ValorAsh's line. And that was the line I was running. I was running with Haunter for a while, and I was so shook by the Banette because the only positive matchup that I have against it is a Skarmory with 2 shields. So it was such a safe switch. It made me so scared that I brought Sableye in my team instead, and I practiced with Sableye. So we haven't had a match since our practice, and the Sableye actually helped me a lot in this game, and it was still very close. We had 3 games and it was just down to the wire. So very good game with Messiah. Unfortunately, I don't have the clips, but just beware of Banette. That is actually, a pretty solid mon to bring. Okay, second match is up against Xlure, and you've seen in other tournament videos, he's my rival, like he's been trying to get me, and he got me this time very good. With this team, with no Venusaur and no Electric, and you thought it might be easy, but with Whiscash, Haunter, and Lugia, it's actually a pretty tough line to play as well. I mean, I've got a lot of safe mon, but Xlure just outplayed me this time. There's one specific matchup that I learnt that I want to share with you guys, and it's the Whiscash matchup, because Whiscash, it was a safe switch for him. He basically sacrificed Whiscash, for Blizzard or Shield, or sometimes he just spams like 3 Mud Bombs, and that is, quite devastating for most Pokemon on this lineup. Now, if you're running the Gallade variant and no Venusaur, this is very important, because normally if someone swaps in Wishcash, you probably swap in a Venusaur and then try and avoid that Blizzard and try get that Frenzy Plant to get rid of it. But from my practice, what I learned is Gallade is not really a grass Pokemon, because if you swap in Gallade, the Wishcash has already got 27 or sometimes 4 Mudshots off, so it's actually got energy advantage. And if you try to spam Leaf Blade, you're not going to be able to get the second one off, and it's going to either get 3 Mud Bomb or hit you with a Blizzard. But honestly, I would probably just go for 3 Mud Bombs if I was the Wishcash, because you can see with 1 shield you could potentially burn 1 shield, or you can just take it out with 2 Mud Bombs and store some energy up for the next match. So what I decided to do was to swap in Skarmory in my matchup against Exlure. The thing that I did wrong though was I spammed 2 Sky Attacks. So if you guys can see this, I basically spammed 2 Sky Attacks, and what that means is that Wishcash is gonna leave me with a lot more health if I do 2 Sky Attacks and he doesn't shield. And I am in an awkward position because I will start on neutral energy and I'm on like very little health, and it's just enough for Skarmory to farm me for like 4 or 5. I think it was about 6 Air Slash or something like that, and that basically gave a massive energy advantage to Exlure. And instead, what I would do in this situation is swap in Skarmory and just tank everything, get 1 Sky Attack off, and then just farm it with Air Slash. This way, whatever comes in, you can hit it with a Flash Cannon, at least. So if it's Probopass, you're going to get a big chunk. If it's Azumarill, you're going to get a big chunk. And if it's Skarmory as well, you know, you're going to start with a decent health advantage, and it's not going to be able to farm you. So in the third matchup, I'm up against a Steno Guy. So as you can see, this is a very similar lineup, except he runs a Marowak and I run a Sableye. And against this line, you will see that the Sableye will be able to take on everything with 2 shields except for the Probopass. With the Probopass, I can actually even with 1 shield. So it made a lot of sense to have Sableye as my safe switch, and I would leave with Probopass, because if it doesn't go right, I can just switch into the Sableye and be okay with 2 shields. So that's what I went with. So I'm going to play these matches on 1 time speed because I want to get these content out to you guys quickly, and unfortunately if I speed things up I have to like export it, import it, export it, import it, and it's really tough. So Probopass versus Probopass, obviously this guy watches Elite Four TV and watches ValorAsh's game, so as you can see in the mirror match, what's most important is trying to do the piggyback method that King talks about. What that basically does is if you can get your charge move straight after their charge move, it will cancel the fast move in between. So again, if you can see here, he's going to get his charge move off, and I will be able to get 1 more fast move animation. As you can see, if you replay it, you'll see it. And here, I'm just trying to get my charge move, and you see, if he doesn't have the fast move animation, that means you cancel one of their fast move. So I don't even have charge move priority here, but I'm able to get the Rock Slide off just before he does. So I did it correctly in this match, which was very lucky because it was very hard to pull off. So now you can see I am very happy that he used a shield and he is not going to have any energy left. So I'm very happy at this point to just let go of my Probopass, and I'm going to let my Sableye come out because I'm very confident with 2 shields I can take anything on his team once Probopass is gone. So even if Azumarill comes out, if it's a play rough, no Ice Beam, I'll be able to take it out with Shadow Sneak. So I Shadow Sneak, and what's important here is he's only got 1 shield, so it's going to be pretty tough for him to come back unless he's got like electric in the back or grass. And I'm not too phased about Gallade because Gallade is not going to be able to take my Azumarill out. Here he uses Play Rough, I shield, and I'm going to get 1 more Shadow Sneak off, and I'm going to swap it out so I can save a shield and my Azumarill can take the Play Rough. And here we go. Unfortunately, you won't see the last of this match because yeah, like my phone rang and I had to pick up a call. But here we go. We're going for the mirror match again. And again, what's important in the mirror match is go for piggybacking. And what piggyback is you want to wait for your opponent to go for the charge move first. And you can see I can do one more fast move there. I had the fast move animation. He goes for Thunderbolt. I try to get the Thunderbolt straight away. I believe I did it that time. Yeah, like let's have a look again, like here. So he's gonna go for his charge move. I get my fast move off, and you're gonna see some stuff, come into your face. So over there, like he actually got his fast move off, so I didn't do that time, and he might have got his fast move in between there as well. So this time I am going to let my Pro Ball pass go. He has charge move priority. So you can see clearly in this game I didn't do it correctly. And again, this time I am going to let my Azumarill come in instead, because he's still got 2 shields. It's going to be a lot safer for me to get a little bit energy on Azumarill and maybe switch out the Sableye. At this point, there is not much that I'm too worried about. And he comes out with his Azumarill. So very, very likely he has a Skarmory in the back. But I'm very happy here because I've got the energy advantage. I'm going to get the play rough off. And yeah, and he's going to be, trying to push his play roughs as well. And we both have 2 shield. This is going to take ages. But what's really, really important here is I didn't go for the piggyback. I completely forgotten. And it was probably a good practice to have, and just trying to remember that. And basically it's, long story short, if you can get your charge move straight after theirs, you could get your fast move squeezed in between, and you will cancel their fast move. So here I get my last play rough off. Will he decide to shield? He's very likely going to shield. Yep. And if he goes play rough, I should still have a bit of energy left. So still have a bit of health, and I should be able to squeeze one more play rough. Nope. Here we go. What is he going for? He's going to go for his play rough. He's got the charge move priority. So Sableye this is perfect health for Sableye. And then 3 bubble, 4 bubble, 5 bubble. He's not going to be able to get his play rough off. He needed 1 more bubble and then 1 more turn to get the play rough off. So I'm pretty happy here with 2 shield Sableye. I'm confident I can take almost anything on his team with no Pro Ball pass. So Skarmory comes out. I'm going to get a foul play off, and it's going to do, pretty decent amount of damage. And I'm just going to tank all of these. Obviously, whatever he throws at me, I'm going to be able to shield it. So foul play again. And feel free to speed up this video, guys. I just really wanted to get this video content out to you guys quick. It's quite late here, but, if you guys are doing regionals on the same day in a different continent, hopefully this is helpful. So here we go. We finish this off with the last foul play. And GG to Steno Guy. And very well played. So against my 4th opponent, One Gun 2016, as you can see, Whiscash, Venusaur, Pro Ball pass. And what I notice about people with Whiscash, they love bringing it. So I wanted to just bring a line that is got no weakness to Whiscash. And then the other thing that I notice is that, people who are sort of non-challengers, I don't know if there's something that's, relevant there, but they basically like to lead with Pro Ball pass. So let's see if we can catch a Pro Ball pass with the Metachamp, and that's what I decided to go with. So we run with Metachamp versus Pro Ball pass, and we got that matchup great. So I assume he's going to switch out, immediately in most scenarios. So he swaps out Skarmory. I'm going to get this power up punch off first. And I've counted 3 air slash there, 4 air slash, 5 air slash. We're going to swap. And he's going to go for his Sky Attack. And we're going to catch that Sky Attack. His Skarmory is half health. Perfect. It's not going to do much damage. So, Skarmory versus Skarmory, what's important? Piggybacking. Yeah, so now we get that extra fast move there. And see if we can pull it off. See if we can get the Sky Attack straight after. No, I just decided to keep farming actually. I go for the Sky Attack now. Because, I mean, I would try and wait for the 4th Air Slash before I do the Sky Attack. But what I noticed is that in tournament, man, like, I was so gutted with X-Lurk because I miscounted. That's how I lost the second match. The second match, because in the first game against him, you know, I miscounted. And that cost me the match. You know, like, I was too greedy for energy. So very, very important to watch out for that. So here, I know I couldn't get another... I won't get to the Flash Cannon. And maybe he thought I had a Flash Cannon. That's why he wanted to shield there. But yeah, to be honest, I don't think it was the best use of shield, because he should remember that there was a, you know, meta champ coming out. But, you know, he actually, maybe it was the right thing to do, because he swapped out his Probopass, but the thing is, I can swap out an Azumarill, so that is going to be very, very tough for him. And I am going to just tank these power up. It's pretty much GG here, because I mean, he's got no shields. I've still got 2. So I think there was some costly mistakes there. One, I think maybe shielding the Skarmory wasn't the best choice of move. And then also shielding that Probopass as well. Because if he saved the 2 shields for the Metachamp, I think he still might have a chance, because my Azumarill is a play rough Azumarill. So here now, I'm just going to pretty much just get to the Hydro Pump to finish off this match. And so GG, I'm not going to show you guys round 2. I think, yeah, this basically was a very, very similar matchup. And I can't show you round 2 because I didn't record it. So let's go into round 3. Oh, well, actually my last match. So in my 5th and final matchup, I'm up against Airfresh NZ, and Airfresh NZ, Angelo, he's actually one of the organizers for the regionals. And man, they did such an awesome event. There's trophies and everything and prizes, and man, it was so well organized. You guys are going to see some of the highlights from another video. I'm going to show you guys how they, you know, ran the event. It was, yeah, bloody marvelous. So against this lineup, as you can see, Sableye, Melmetal, Wishcash. Again, my Sableye is a safe switch with 2 shields. The only match I would lose is against the Wishcash, because if the Wishcash gets a Blizzard off, then I would lose, but not by a whole lot. And then the other thing that is very, very important is that Azumarill can beat everything with no shields. Everything. Absolutely everything in this lineup with no shields. So Azumarill would be the closer, and I would lead with Probopass. Again, the same line. So let's have a look how we go. So we have Probopass against Azumarill. So here, what is important? If you are the Azumarill, you want to be shield baiting with the play rough. So here he is loading up his Hydro Pump, very, very likely. And that is looking like a Hydro Pump to me, so I decided to shield. But if it was a play rough, he could actually win this matchup, even though I'm electric. So now I'm trying to shield bait him with the Rock Slide, and he decides to shield, so perfect. So here, I'm going to get my Thunderbolt off. And he's not likely going to shield this, because it's like so quick. He might just think it's another Rock Slide. So here, I am going to go for the Rock Slide now, because he's in the sort of health range. Yeah, I'm just trying to get that off before his Hydro Pump. I just miscounted now, so I decided to just go for it. And he decides to shield, so perfect. So if he shields, I'm going to shield, because the good thing about this is that I can farm up this Azumarill now. So that's why I wanted to shield. And he is only going to be able to get a play rough off. So I counted around, yeah, about 5-6ish. So he's not going to be able to get the Hydro Pump off. And I decided to just finish it off with the Rock Slide. So I'm starting with, you know, decent amount of energy. I'm hoping to get another rock slide off. Unfortunately, is the wish cache. So it's not going to do a whole lot of that damage. And this wish cache is going to farm me up. And I don't want it to get too much energy. So I decided to get the Azumarill out. He is likely going to swap out his... Well, I thought it was going to be Melmetal. But Skarmory is all good because he's got no shield. I'm happy. Anything comes out, I'm happy. Because Azumarill will take anything on his team with Hydro Pump. So here we go. He's going to get his Sky Attack off. And... here we go, Sky Attack. And we're going to try and farm it up. 1, 2, Air Slash, 3 Air Slash. I'm going to go for it now because it could be too risky for it to go on the 5th Air Slash. And I've lost a match already during this game. So very, very important. Now I'm in a slight advantage. The Wish Cache is forced to use his Mud Bombs. It's not going to kill me with the first one. I'm close to my play rough. So now... he has to go for the second Mud Bomb. So good thing he's going to start with close to neutral energy. And I'm going to be able to come out with Sableye, tank one of the Mud Bombs. Here we go. And we're going to finish it off with a foul play. And that's GG to Airfresh for the first game. So second game, here we go. Let's have a look. What are we gonna do? So in the last match, I decided to go for the Medicham, and he did go for the Wish Cache. Great. So we got a positive matchup here, and yeah, like here, I'm gonna go for the Power Up Punch. My opponent decided to shield, and it was, yeah, it was a mistake on his part, and he admitted it. He said it was the nerves getting to him. I mean, yeah, it is pretty tough. It is pretty tough, you know, playing in the regionals. So, you know, I decided to give up a shield there as well. So I go for the Power Up Punch, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough because I'm gonna be Super Saiyan Medicham very, very soon. So I'm gonna just, you know, take this Mud Bomb. Okay, it's not a Mud Bomb, it's a Blizzard. So here we go, the Skarmory comes out, and we're going to go for the third Power Up Punch. This should take up a decent chunk. Yep. And, you know, the Skarmory is already close to half health. And we're going to come out with our Azumarill. And he does have a little bit of an energy advantage. He's going to get a Sky Attack off here. And what's important here for us is to try and shield bait. So we are just going to go for the Hydro Pump. I mean, in the first match, he went for his Hydro Pump. He's probably thinking, I'm trying to get my Hydro Pump. So now, because he got his his Sky Attack off, we are just going to farm a few more hits. 2, 3. I'm just going to go for 3 because it's a lot safer. So here we go. We go for the Play Rough. And we're going to be able to finish off the Skarmory. And we're almost at a second Play Rough. Sorry, a third Play Rough. What's going to come out? He decides to let his Wish Cache come out. And it's got so little health. Now we are going to go for the Hydro Pump. So here we go. And nope, because there's an Azumarill, we decide to go Play Rough instead. I mean, yeah, actually the Hydro Pump would have been better because it might have done just a little bit more damage. But that's okay because I swap out the Skarmory. I don't want him to be, you know, too ahead in energy advantage. So here I'm just going to spam my Sky Attacks. I should be able to tank one Hydro Pump. It's going to be pretty close though. So here I decide to shield. And, you know, he got me with the Play Rough. Great. But that's okay because I can still take one Hydro Pump. And I will be able to get my Sky Attack off. But, you know, just to be safe, I decided to go for that Flash Cannon. There's only 3 more Air Slash to go. I should be able to tank this few bubbles. So that is GG round 2. I really appreciate the game and, you know, the organizing. It was amazing. And I hope to play you guys again soon. So that's it. But I'm going to add in one more bonus match. So in the bonus match, we are up against KiwiBraden. You know, I'm so fortunate to be able to stay behind and ask him for a match. You know, he's sort of ranked, I think, 37 when we finished this tournament. He played really well, 5-0, and he ran a team with Tropius, Haunter, and Probopass above the 3 staple. It made a lot of sense because Tropius was quite good against the ghost types, and it was, you know, doing decent against the Probopass. It is weak against Venusaur, but, you know, maybe he ran Air Slash, but it actually wasn't the case. But it could be a scare for the Venusaur because, you know, knowing KiwiBraden, everyone knows him in the community because he's been winning all of the tournaments. So it wouldn't be a surprise if he came with something different. So looking at this team, Sableye is somewhat still a safe switch if he didn't bring Tropius. So I decided to go for the Sableye Probopass, hoping that he'll lead Skarmory because Skarmory would be quite positive against my line. So we joked around before this round about him leading with Haunter, and yeah, it wasn't a joke. He was actually leading with Haunter. So if he shield baits in this matchup, if he lands a Shadow Punch and then a Shadow Ball, he can win the 1 shield game. So here we go. I go for the Rock Slide. What is he going to go for? Is he going to shield bait? Is he going to shield bait? Is he going to shield bait? Oh my gosh, he hits me with a Shadow Ball. So now I'm down to pretty much nothing. But I decided to... Oh man, he gets the Shadow Punch before my Rock Slide. So that's all good. I'm happy because he has to use his energy. So now I can come in with Sableye and just hopefully farm up this Haunter. And he's not able to get another one. That's great. So I'm kind of got the switch bug here, but I decided to just carry on. And I need to wait till he gets his play rough off. I maxed out at 100 energy. I mean, there would be some wasted energy here, but here we go. Let's shield this first play rough. And we're going to throw off 2 Shadow Sneak in one go. Here we go. First Shadow Sneak. I think we're slightly behind on energy because, yeah, with that switch bug, but that's okay. Let's go for the second Shadow Sneak. Again, against a play rough Hydro Pump, I can actually take it out with 2 shields. But in this situation, I decided I'm going to tank the next play rough. So he actually has Ice Beam. He probably was already spamming that against my Sableye, but here we go. He lets his Probopass out. What is the most important thing here is to shield bait. Shield bait with that play rough. I mean, there's only 10 energy difference, but it makes a difference. So he decided to shield. Great. Now he is going for the Rock Slide. So great stuff. So now we are going to go for the Hydro Pump because we're going to block whatever is coming next. I think this might be a Rock Slide again. Yep. And here we go. We finish it off with the Hydro Pump. So very important, guys. Remember, shield bait. Shield bait the Zoom roll against Probopass. You can still win. So here, is he going to get his play rough before me? I think he does. He's got the charge move priority. Even though I was at the play rough, it's okay. He gets off the Ice Beam. Is he going to get enough energy to get another Ice Beam though? So here we go. We got Shadow Sneak to finish off game 1. So GG, was, man, so close. So close. So in round 2, I decided to go for Gallade, Sableye, and Probopass. And I'm hoping he doesn't bring a Tropius. So I'm just banking on that. So here, this is a very, very important matchup. Gallade versus Metachamp. And it actually gets a lot of people in my practice as well, in my scrims. If you are going against a Metachamp, you just want to go for the 6 Leaf Blade. Because what happens is, with 6 Leaf Blade, he's going for his power up punch again. And I'm just going to tank it. And so now I can actually get 2 Leaf Blade off. In the Sims, you should be able to survive with just a tiny bit of health. So here he decides to shield. You know, a lot of people who are not familiar with this matchup, and if you get a chance to watch this, you are in luck. And, you know, if your opponent didn't watch this, you can get 2 Leaf Blade off, you know, in a row. And that is massive because they will just spend 1 shield. So I'm very, very fortunate, you know, this Tropius comes out, but I do have 1 shield advantage. So I'm going to go for this rock slide, but I'm so lucky that, you know, he actually timed his switch very, very well. But, you know, I'm going to go for the overcharging. There was no need for me to spam the charge move. So that's very, very important for you guys to use that strategy as well. So I decided to, you know, load up a rock slide on the Pro Pass and then just tank the next one. So with this Sableye, I should be able to take out this Pro Pass with 2 shields. So here we go, the first shield. I decide to, you know, go for the foul play. Now, why would I spend 2 shields? The only reason why I would use 2 shield is because I can farm this up for more energy. So here we go. So he decides to go for the last rock slide. And then now I'm going to go for the foul play straight away on the Tropius as it comes out. It is going to do a decent amount of damage. I'm not too sure if rock slide would have done more. I made a mistake here. I thought my switch clock was up and I just stood there. I could have gone for 1 more foul play, but that's okay because if I go for this rock slide, I should be able to get 1 more before he gets his second leaf blade off. So I'll be able to tank the first leaf blade. Here we go. Luckily, Pro Pass is pretty tanky. And then we're going to get the second rock slide off. So yeah, mistake there was, you know, not paying attention to my switch clock as well. You know, I just stood there like a noob. But GG, very, very close again. Just a smidgen of health. Again, congratulations to KiwiBraden. He played so well, 5-0'd. He really dominated in the field. And yeah, it's so awesome. And he's so down to earth, so humble, and so generous to allow me to share this match with you guys. And yeah, thanks to the team in Hamilton to set up everything. Man, it was an amazing event. And yeah, the Auckland team is very, very stoked as well. We've got Naruto, Kazuto, Sinjin Hong, and Xlure. They are all my sparring partners. So, you know, that means we're doing something right. You know, we're all sort of ended up near the top. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, learned something, and good luck with your regionals. Hopefully there was some, yeah, gold nuggets there. And until next time, I'm gonna, you know, sign out, and ValorAsh is probably gonna post up some Rainbow Cup content soon. Talk soon.